Keeping it real, who that sports pod, legendary coach Rock, Dog 17, let's rock. Who that? Boss kick, black and gold, let's go. First and goal, from the one, let's believe, we go punch. Punching in, get them punch, with them saints, watch us march. Down the field, down your throat, keeping it real, who that sports. Breaking news, interviews, open lines just for you. Call in, join in. Who that nation? How you doing, baby? Come on in. Take a seat, sit back, relax. Put your feet up. Grab a drink and let's talk Saint football. Man, y'all know what time it is. Time to keep it real. Let's go. Family, family, family. The doors are now open. So come on in. What's going on, family? It's your boy, Dolph Jackson, baby. This is your Saints Juice of the day. And you're kicking it with the Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast. Brought to you by the Come On In Sports Network. All right, family. Well, what a week, what a week, what a week it has been, baby. New faces, old faces in new places. As the Saints send away a fan favorite, a big play waiting to happen, an all-pro, Pro Bowl return man, a undrafted free agent, and Shaheed. This undrafted free agent propelled himself into 2 picks for the New Orleans Saints with a trade with the Seattle Seahawks. I waited till the day to come on and talk about this trade, because when the news first broke about Shaheed being traded, it kind of surprised me. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it would be Chris Olave because I thought that he would bring the most return, and probably would. But when you look at the last couple weeks and the uptick in the targets for Shaheed, it kind of makes sense. Chris Olave's picked it up. They build up Shaheed's trade value. And lo and behold, they strike a deal with the Seattle Seahawks. I'm going to miss Shaheed taking the top off the defense. We knew every time he touched the ball that it can go to the house, baby. And 9 out of 10 times, that's where it was going. Still a young receiver, still developing. Wish him nothing but the best, as he is now in Seattle with Sam Darnold and Jackson Enigma Smith, who, by the way, is balling his ass off this season. So Shaheed is gone, but the most surprising trade Trevor Penning should have been, with the emergence of Simpkins III. Dylan Reynolds was brought in as the insurance policy. Trevor Penning was a bust as a first-round pick for the New Orleans Saints. They gave up draft capital to move up to select Trevor Penning. And not only was Trevor Penning's failures in New Orleans of his own doing, I believe mostly it was the mismanagement of those who selected him. They selected him to be that cornerstone, that protector for then quarterback Derek Carr, but yet and still they benched the kid. They brought people in from off the street. They essentially redshirted him because he got hurt that last preseason game going into the regular season. But make no mistakes about it, Trevor Penning just did not cut it. He did not live up to expectations. And that's another first-round selection that Saints management has blown. Sooner or later, we're going to start running out of coaches and players to blame for the current state of the New Orleans Saints. The current state of the New Orleans Saints right now is on management. Management had years to start finding the heir apparent to Drew Brees. They dropped the ball. Years they had. Because they had Drew Brees, they would get a veteran quarterback to back up Drew Brees. Not drafting a quarterback in the first round or the second round, but fourth, fifth round quarterbacks. Trying to sell us on the future with Jake Hayner, Ian Book. Management is just filled. Now, this year's draft class is looking promising. We got Kelvin Banks Jr. starting. Yoni Sanker starting. Quincy Riley playing significant minutes, starting the last two games. Should be the starter. You got promise in this rookie class. And how long has it been since we have been able to say that about a Saints rookie class? Actually out there playing, actually out there developing, actually out there growing from their mistakes. Learning how to be professional football players. I'm gonna open up the lines because I want to hear from you, Who Dat Nation. I want to hear about your thoughts on this week's trades. Were you surprised that Trevor Penning was traded? Were you happy the Saints got rid of Trevor Penning? What about the news that Alontae Taylor was almost the third player traded this week? If not for the blockbuster deal that the Jets agreed to with the Colts, sending Sauce Gardner to the Indianapolis Colts. If that deal would have fell through, there is good information out there from credible people that Alontae Taylor would have been an Indianapolis Colt. So what does that say about his future? Is Alontae Taylor outside corner, a nickel slot, or a safety? I believe he's more suited for a safety than a nickel slot, than an outside corner. Remember when he was moved to the slot, how he went into the slot defiantly. He didn't want to play slot. He had in his mind playing outside corner and safety. When the Saints drafted him, it was mention of him one day being a safety. And I think right now that might be the best position for him. Is he suitable at corner? Is he better right now? Realistically, as an outside corner, is Alontae Taylor better than Quincy Rawlins? I'm going to say I don't believe so. If I'm wrong, if you disagree with me, please let me know. But I truly feel like Quincy Rawlins is the better of the two as an outside corner. Now, what Alontae does give you, he gives you the versatility and the ability to play outside corner slot. And I think his eventual home and where he will really thrive is at safety. Being a ball hawk, being aggressive, being a hitter. I think that's where Alontae Taylor would thrive. So now with Rashid Shaheed gone, who stands to benefit from his departure? Well, that would be none other than Devon Vele. Remember him? The young man that the Saints traded for from the Denver Broncos. Remember, the Saints traded a 2026 forward-round pick and a 2027 seventh to land Vele this offseason. And so far, many of us have been screaming, where is Devon Vele? Where is Devon Vele? We're 9 games until the season, family. This kid has just been targeted 10 times. He's come down with half of those catches for 39 yards, along with 1 touchdown reception. So the Saints give up draft capital, and yet we're failing to get him on the field. Now his touches should go up. Camp superstar, 2 years in a row, Mason Tipton, will now be looked upon as being the man that takes the top off the defense. He did it effortlessly in the preseason. He has chemistry with Tyler Shough. We saw it in the offseason, preseason. So look for him to have a bigger role. But all eyes this Sunday will be on Tyler Shough, as the young man will be making his second career start in the National Football League. Last week, we got a limited view, a limited observation of him because the Saints were unable to possess the ball for even 40 plays. They had the ball the entire game for less than 40 plays. Now, in the small sampling of what we did see, there were some throws that, remember that throw when he rolled to the right and he threw back across his body and he threw a dime. I believe it was to Shaheed, or maybe it was Olave. I believe it was Shaheed. Those are the kind of plays that wowed people when they really started to scout this young man. Tyler Shough will be the quarterback for the remainder of the 2025 season. I, for one, am hoping that at the end of this season, he has shown enough upsides and promise that the New Orleans Saints do not have to go into the 2026 NFL draft and stubbornly and unwisely force themselves into taking a quarterback in the first round that the media has propped up, that the media has built up, and who is not worthy of being a first round selection, let alone a second round selection. I see now the kid from Indiana is getting love as being the first round pick. Don't see it. Don't see game changer. Don't see franchise. But got to study the tape more. Got to look at this kid in the offseason more as we go through the draft process. Got to look at him if he's in Mobile for the Senior Bowl, which I hope he is, because then I will get a up and close personal view of just what he possesses. But again, it all depends on what Tyler Shough does. The New Orleans Saints have lost Eric McCoy. They've traded Trevor Penning. Talisi Fuaga is hurt. He will not play this week. Once again, the injury bug has hit the New Orleans Saints offensive line. But I must say that I feel better about the backup offensive linemen, those who are stepping into the starting roles this year than I did last year. And I know many of you are saying, well, Dolph, that's not much. And you may be right. It's not. But it's damn sure an uptick from what we had last year. Calvin Throckmorton, Ali Udo. Give me what we got this year. Cesar Reed's gonna have to play better. He gonna have to raise his game now. Enough inconsistency, brother. You got to raise your game up. He has to propel his game up. Because right now, this offensive line, going into this game Sunday with the 5-4 Carolina Panthers. Come on, man. This team, a lot of people want to say, well, they 5-4. They're not as good as their record say. Last time I checked, you all what your record says you're 5-4. Would you all right now want to switch with the Broncos right now? And be 8-2? Despite winning most of your games by one score or less? Or would you want to be the current state of the New Orleans Saints? The rebuild is on, baby. I want to see who steps up. I want to see who doesn't shut it down. I want to see who's playing their behinds off. I want to see who's putting out good tape. I want to see who's buying in. I want to see who wants to be here. I want to see Kellen Moore grow as a head coach. I want to see Tyler Shough grow as a starting quarterback for yours and mine, New Orleans Saints. I really don't want to draft a quarterback in this upcoming draft. There's not one. There's not one quarterback that I can look at and say deserves to go in the top 10, the top 15, the top 20. Maybe 23 to 40, 23 to 60 start coming off the board. And that, to me, that's being kind. I don't really see a first round quarterback in this year's draft. If you do, who is it? Why? What is the competition? How have they thrived against their major competition? Going up against talent equal to theirs or better? Do their teammates truly follow them, look up to them as a leader? I don't know, but there's none out there that I see. I'm all in with Tyler Shough. I need him. We need him to be successful. We need him to be that guy. Peyton Manning threw 26 touchdowns and 28 interceptions his first year as a starter. But it was those 26 touchdowns that made the coach say, hey, we got something here. We got something here. So this Sunday, let's hope the New Orleans Saints get the average amount of plays in the NFL game, which is about 60 to 65 plays a game. And we are able to see the full arsenal that Tyler Shough possesses and brings to the table. I personally do not believe the Saints will beat the Carolina Panthers. We are 1-4 in our last 5 trips to Carolina. This team is feeling good about themselves, and they should. But they're a Jekyll and Hyde team too. They kind of play up to their competition. But right now, everyone's looking forward to playing against the New Orleans Saints. Wouldn't you? Beat us down now. Enjoy this year. Maybe next year. I say maybe, because hopefully we start seeing things trending in the right direction. I do believe that this will be a better team by season's end than they are now. Young players need to develop. Stutzman, we're starting to see more of Stutzman. We're already seeing more Quincy Riley. I don't know about y'all, but I'm kind of excited about Quincy Riley. I understand. Maybe you say, well, Dolph, it's feast or famine with him. All I know, every time he's on the field, if the ball is completed, at least he's in the picture the majority of the time. A lot of people want to give up now on sugar-free McKinstry. Told you, I'm not calling him Kool-Aid until he start playing like Kool-Aid. Because I know the kid talented. A lot of people want to give up on him right now. Can't do that. That's what's wrong. We don't let players develop. Fans don't let players develop. Coaches don't let players develop because they can't afford to. Especially if they have been losing the last 3 years, 2, 3, 4 or more years, and their job is on the line. They're desperate to find the right person to go in the center. That's why you see a lot of these teams going out and getting veteran quarterbacks who are nothing more than journeymen and backups. And we know this. Are they good? Yes, because they are in the NFL. They're good enough to be in the NFL. But again, we all know that there are levels to playing in the National Football League. There's elite, superstar, stars, very good, above average, and below average. There's a lot of average to below average quarterback playing in the National Football League. Well, I ain't gonna talk all night, fam. I'm gonna open up the lines. We want to hear your thoughts. Got 16 of us in here now. Do us a favor. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. This is the Keeping It Real Who That Sports Podcast. This is your Saints juice of the day, baby. It's your boy, Dolph Jackson. Live in the building, baby, bringing it to you. It's Friday night. The weather's changing. Time has went back, baby. We done gained an extra hour of sleep. All we have to do now, baby, is just chill out and watch our New Orleans Saints rebuild. I want to see progress each and every single week. But that game last Sunday was embarrassing, just like that Seattle game. You come out and you allow the Rams to hold the ball 10 minutes. 10 minutes of the third quarter, the Rams had the ball. Now, mind you, somehow, some way, the Saints were only down 10 at halftime. And I sat there on this live stream and I told you family, because they have done it this entire season. They've done it the last several years. Whenever the offense does get going, does get back in the game, that's when the defense goes south. And what do? They come out and they allow the Rams to hold the ball for 10 minutes. Not only that, but punch it in the end zone. Game, set, match. You had veterans putting the ball on the ground. I knew it was punched out. You should have put it away earlier. Alvin can't be fumbling the ball. Nobody's exempt. Nobody's exempt. Nobody holds themselves more accountable than Alvin. Nobody. Got to hold that ball. So I know what I'll be looking for this Sunday as we take on the roaring Carolina Panthers, baby. We're the cellar dwellers in the NFC South. We're the cellar dwellers in the NFC. We're the worst team in the National Football League, family. Tennessee's better than us. The Jets are better than us. Miami's better than us. Right now today, they are. The Raiders are better than us. Any 1 or 2 win team is better than us right now. It's just the wholehearted facts. Ain't nothing but the truth, baby. That's all it is. But we gonna get this thing right. I believe it's gonna get right. It ain't gonna get right this year. But I could see us closing out the season, winning 3 of our last 4 games. Oh, if that happened, a lot of y'all then gonna be pissed off. They should have just lost out. We could have had the first pick in the draft. Just because somebody selected number 1 overall, does that mean they're going to be successful? Just because someone's drafted in the first round, does that mean they're going to be successful? Just because someone's drafted in the top 50, top 100, does that mean they're going to be successful? Hell no. You must. I'm not dreaming. When I say I'm dreaming, when you say I'm dreaming, Sister Barbara, I'm not dreaming. Actually, I'm wide awoke now. I understand what this is. I truly understand and truly see. We need a lot of things. We need a lot of draft picks. Saints got to hit on their draft. They got to hit on the draft. They got to start getting this young, cheap talent in here through the draft process. And if they continue to fail in that category, again, you change coaches, you traded players, moved on for players, let players walk in free agency. What's the one common denominator that's still here? The same denominator, one common denominator that has the basketball team in the rooms. It's management. There you go, sister. There you go. Thank you. It's right there. That's the problem. You even had Bobby Abel saying it this week. He ain't trying to call nobody out. But hell, we gonna call him. We've been calling Mickey Loomis out for his disrespect to Who Dat Nation, for his disrespect to the New Orleans media. I still don't like what he did in that press conference, chewing that gum. That was highly disrespectful. With his ass going to a business meeting with top NFL executives or top sponsors, potential sponsors from around the world or around this country, chewing gum? Hell no. So don't come and disrespect us. Maybe Miss B needs to sell the team to get us rid of. She needs to sell the Saints and the Pelicans. She needs to sell the Saints and the Pelicans. Because right now she's leaving, she has left this one person in the position of power, and he continues to fail. He has both organizations are laughing stocks around their prospective sports. Saints, laughing stocks, self-inflicted. Knew Drew Brees was leaving. Should have been drafting quarterbacks high. Knew you needed running back. You knew you needed to their credit. They have, I got to give them this, they have invested in the offensive line, just the wrong people. Eric McCoy, success. Calvin Banks Jr. looks like he's going to be a success. Cesar Ruiz, Trevor Penny, bust. Now let's go to the defensive side of the ball. Peyton Turner, Davenport, bust. Brian Bresee playing better this year against the run. Though he's hurt, not sure if Bresee will play this week. He's gotten better against the run. Sack numbers, pressure rates going down, but he's gotten better against the run. Some free agent additions that just ain't working to this past week. I believe this past week was the best game Justin Reed has played. And we're talking about a team that allowed a team to possess the ball 10 minutes on one drive to start a half. I believe losing Julian Blackmon in the first week of the season was a major blow. No, it has gotten Jonas Sanker onto the field. And Jonas Sanker, I believe, is going to be a hell of a football player in the National Football League for the New Orleans Saints. And right now, I say roll with Jonas Sanker, roll with Quincy Roddy, roll with Kool-Aid. You put Alante in the slot. Let him start in the slot, be one of your backup safeties. Because again, like I said earlier, I believe that's eventually going to be his home. Man, shout out to my brother. He's in the building, baby. Oh, he's in the building. T Dirty. What's going on, little bro? He's in the building, baby. Hey, if for y'all don't know, yo, Dirty, is it okay, bro? Is it okay? Let me know in the chat, bro, if it's okay if I mention it, bro. Let me know if it's okay in the chat if I mention it. Dirty said the whole team out there looking like dirty baloney. Tasting like liver cheese. Playing like liver cheese. So there's a lot going on with this football team that we love. But remember, the majority of you cried out. You cried out. You said, what did you say? You said, tear it all down. Tear it all down. Rebuild, man. Tear it all down. Damn. Do you miss those 89 seasons? Do you miss those 9-8 seasons? Would you take a 9-8 season this year? Or would you want to be here, sitting where we are right now, 1-8, with our rookie quarterback making his second start, going into his first division game on the road against the Carolina Panthers, a team that the Saints have not beat on the road but one time in their last 5 attempts. So there's a lot going on, family. I'm gonna put this link in here. I want to hear from you. It's Friday night, baby. Man, shout out to Coach Rock. Shout out to the entire Come On In Sports Network family, man. Uneducated sports talk. Real fan sports. Come On In Bills. Atlanta Falcons Fandemic. Keeping it real, Who That Sports podcast, man. And shout out to our Playback TV family. Again, if you are not familiar with Playback TV, I will put the link in the chat. Matter of fact, I need all of you to go there. What? Say there's 20 up, 30 of us in here right now. It's cool. I need all of you to go over to Playback TV. And I need you all, when I put this link in, to go and just subscribe to that channel. That's the Come On In Sports Network channel. That's where I will be. That's where you can watch live NBA basketball with us. That's right, live. Not just me sitting here describing the game to you, but live. We will be looking at the game. We will be looking at the game. I will be calling the game. You will be in the chat, or guess what? You can come on stage with me and we can talk it up. We can chat it up while the game is actually going on. That's right, Playback TV. It's your home for live NBA action, Major League Baseball, and NFL Red Zone. If you're a fan of NFL Red Zone and you don't have a subscription, subscribe to our Playback TV channel. And you can get Zach covering the Red Zone, Carlos covering the Red Zone. Hell, I'm going to cover the Red. I'm going to do a Sunday with the Red Zone before the season's out. So I'm going to need everybody to come on over to Playback TV and subscribe. All right, let me get that link in the chat. Again, come support us. It's Zach. It's Nonfiction. It's Carlos. It's PJ. It's Coach Rock. It's Learns. It's Jeremy. It's Cowboy. It's your boy Dolph, baby. Come on in, baby. Let me get that link in there. It's a great platform, family. I'm telling you. We're proud partners with it. In fact, I just got my got a little merch in today. Just got my hat in. So I'm looking forward to representing Playback. Calling me a couple games. I think I'm gonna do an NBA game tomorrow night. So y'all keep your notification bells on. And it'll be simulcast live here on YouTube and X, and then we'll be live on Playback. Join me live on Playback, and I will give you access to come on stage with your boy Dolph. There it is in the chat right there, family. Let's grow our Playback TV platform, baby. Go ahead on and hit that for your boy Dolph. Spread the news. Download the app. It's in all your favorite app stores, mobile, desktop. We got you covered at Playback TV. But now we talking about our New Orleans Saints, baby. Jerry said he's watching Northwestern and USC, getting a little college football. All right. My boy Dirty said, I'm still working on a few things. All right. Straight talk with T Dirty. Did you hear what I'm telling y'all? Straight talk with T Dirty. That's right. Y'all know Dolph, when he started, he still had to kick back. Well, my brother, he's going to take over. He's got his own thing, baby. T Dirty. Talk, excuse me, I'm talking about straight talk with T Dirty. Thank you, Dirty. You know your boy, you know, I got excited, baby. Talk that talk with T Dirty, baby. Just like the kickback. Come on in there, baby. Get it off your chest. There it is. It's Talk That Talk with Big Dog. There you go. Talk That Talk with Big Dog T Dirty, baby. Oh, you better believe Dolph gonna be in the building, baby. I'm gonna be in the building. Look, we need this. We need this. We got to come and we got to not unwind, but we got to, you know what I'm saying? We got to get resuscitated. We got to come in, get all that frustration and anger and disappointment out. We got to turn that into joy and happiness before we leave out of there, baby. Y'all know how we used to do on the kickback. But now, Talk That Talk with T Dirty, baby. It's coming. He's working on a few things, getting it ready for y'all. But my brother's gonna be in the building, baby, after every Saints game. No holds barred, baby. Y'all already know. Put the kids away. And we gonna talk straight New Orleans Saints football like no other. You wanna come in cussing? Come on. You wanna come in bitching? Come on. Excuse my language. I apologize. But y'all know how we do it. So, Talk That Talk with T Dirty, man. Y'all gonna have to keep your notification bells, man. Hey, Dirty, you get a chance, put the link in the chat so everybody who's not subscribed to your channel, brother, so they can find it. So, T Dirty will be introducing Talk That Talk with T Dirty, baby. Hey, the link is in the chat. Anybody want to come on with your boy Dolph, please feel free to do so. I just want to talk a little football, man. Now, we talked about Divine Valet. What about, let's talk about Chase Young. And this is courtesy of Louisiana.net and our brother Dolph Jackson. Speaking of Chase Young, since he has returned from his injury, 3 games, he has 3 sacks over the course of 3 games, which is a career first for him. Ross goes on to write, and rightly so, that Chase Young has been a disruptive investment for the club already. Many of you were impatient and upset that he began the season injured and he wasn't out there. Many of you thought that he would not be successful in his return to the field. In just 3 games, he's been the most consistent, disruptive force on the New Orleans Saints defensive front. We know Cam is not the Cam that he once was. We understood that Cam was going to be in a rotational role behind Granderson and Young. So my thing is this. What has happened to Carl Granderson? What has happened to Carl Granderson? Carl Granderson has pulled a disappearing act. It's time for Carl Granderson to make an appearance. But then again, Brandon Staley has Carl Granderson and Chase Young dropping back in coverage. Sometimes players just don't fit a coach's system. And many times, the good to great coaches, they understand their personnel and they develop a system around the talent and strengths of the players that they have. I'm not seeing that from the Saints defense. The Saints defense has been a huge disappointment this season, along with everything else. We can't run the ball. What is a young quarterback's? What are two of the most important components that a young quarterback desperately needs? Good defense and a running game. And the Saints lack in both of those areas. So now you have additional pressure put on Tyler Shough. You get rid of one of the top downfield threats in the National Football League and Shaheed. You gave up draft capital for Devon Valley. We better see an uptick in his appearances on the football field, his targets on the football field. Mason Tipton now has to be the guy that takes the top off of the defense. Brandon Cooks can still run, but at this stage of his career, I believe Brandon Cooks is what you getting right now. 1 to 2 catches every other game or every 2 games. It could change this week. We'll see in 2 days. We'll see in 2 days. All right, let's go to chat, get some of this already. Sister Barbara said, I know I've been dragging Chase since he got here, but he done shut me up for now. Gotcha. Gotcha. All right, there you go. Dirty said right now, just subscribe to his channel till he gets everything set up. Let's see, who else? Jerry said he's feeling that talk. I saw my boy. There you go. Randy, what's going on with you, baby? Come on in. Randy's in the building. What up, fam? Man, me too, man. I'm hoping Tyler ball off Sunday, bro. There are upsides in this game, but there are also the things that troubled us with him. Remember, it's just those plays, man. Those plays that leave you scratching your head plays, man. Got to get that out of his system. But they got to help the kid. Got to catch the ball when the kid puts it in your midst. You got to come down with the ball. We got to run the ball. Give the kid the ability to use play action, and the defense have to respect it. I don't want Tyler Shough to go out here against Carolina for the remainder of this season and have to throw the ball 45 to 50 times a game. If that's the case, the Saints go finish 1-16. Because that is a recipe for disaster. All right. What we got here? Lester says they come here to be check chasers. Who comes here to be check chasers, Lester? Let me know, my brother. When Staley does, he's playing them like linebackers. And yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's playing Carl Granderson and Chase Young like they're linebackers, man. They're not. They're not. Got you, Lester. Got you. Let me ask y'all something. And I need a true answer to this. When many of you thought of a rebuild, what did you think the rebuild honestly would look like? Now, I know in the off season, my crazy ass I was playing, but at some point I believe I was serious too. And I was at one point. Because that was the fan in me. We gonna shock the world. We're gonna finish 10-7. Damn, we about to finish 1-16 right now. That's the trajectory we're on. But when it comes to a rebuild, I understood what a rebuild was. So that's why I'm asking you, family. When you guys were thinking about the rebuild, what exactly in your mind do you understand a team rebuilding? What does that mean? Do you see that team being competitive? Do you see that team being lackluster, embarrassment, lacking a abundance of talent? Stop me when I'm wrong about our New Orleans Saints in 2025. We got rookie quarterbacks. We done had a second-year quarterback. Now we got our rookie quarterback. We got a rookie head coach who, by the way, needs to be talking about his play calling. He got to figure it out. He got to get it right. He's got to get it right. He's got to get it right. Do the Saints currently have people in the building that are buying in? Truly buying in. 100% buying in. If they don't, you got to get them out the building. You got to clean house this off season. You must clean house this off season. But we'll deal with that when that time comes. Right now, it's all about Tyler Shough. And will his teammates support him on the field? I ain't talking about in the media, saying the political correct things. I'm talking about what they play on the field. Because if they do, I believe we got how many games we got left? 7, 8 games left. If his teammates and his head coach / and offensive play caller and his offensive coordinator, Doug Nussmeier, get their act together, I believe Tyler Shough possesses the tools to win half of the 8 games remaining. I believe he can win 4 games out of the next 8. And I ain't just looking at the schedule. I believe Tyler Shough's talented. I don't think it's a bad thing for him to have not started the season. I don't think it was a bad thing for him to have his initiation against a team like the Rams. If he's going to be that dude, if he's going to be that guy, he's going to have to play against what? Top line competition like the Rams. You're going to have to go through teams like the Rams. So that's where I'm at with my family. All right, let's go to the chat. All right, I got you, Dirty. I thought of a real rebuild. Throw it all out, start fresh, prepare to lose. Bad for a few years. I mean, look at Carolina. Carolina's 5-4, but I wouldn't. Is Carolina at 5-4? Are they even a top 17 team in the National Football League? Yes. Panther Nation, you are better than us. I know y'all won't lie, y'all won't hear. Y'all like, come on, Dolph. You are, as a great coach once said, you are what your record says you are. We're a 1-8 football team because we couldn't make plays when we could have to possibly win games early in the season. So here we are on this Friday night before Shough takes on the Carolina Panthers. Now, he go from a stubborn defense in the Rams to an optimistic defense in the Carolina Panthers. Carolina's, they're beaming with confidence right now. And they should be. Their fan base have been where we are. Now, maybe in 2 years, a year if we're lucky, but maybe in the next 2 years, we'll see how it feels to be over 500 again. I'm gonna say it again. Maybe in a year or two, we, through that nation, will see how it feels to be over 500 again. But again, I'm hoping that we have our quarterback for the foreseeable future under center this Sunday, starting his second game in Shough. Well, family, I ain't gonna keep y'all long. I just wanted to come on because I had family members reaching out to me like, Dolph, what are your thoughts about the trade? Shaheed was one of my favorite players on the New Orleans Saints. He was that underdog. Remember, Shaheed was the player that the Saints stashed because he was hurt. But when he could have played in preseason, they didn't expose him because they knew what they had. Who can forget his debut game against the Cincinnati Bengals? So Mason Tipton and Devon Valley, y'all have some big shoes to fill. Shaheed was one of the top deep threats in the National Football League. Now, can Mason Tipton and Devon Valley together make up for what the Saints lost and traded Shaheed? Or do I say just do even better? I'm hoping for the latter. What's up? It's Poppy 504 is in the building, baby. What's going on, my brother? Green Mother 1960, for those of you who don't know that, Sister Barbara. There has to be a vision, get players who fit that vision, execute that vision. What's the vision? Right now, what is the identity of this team? We're going into week 10. And somebody please tell me, what is the identity of this team? Because right now, we don't have none, in my humble opinion. We damn sure in the running team. We damn sure in our passing team. We damn sure in the scoring team. We one of the worst scoring offenses in the National Football League. One of the worst red zone units in the National Football League. One of the worst defense in giving up punts in the National Football League. One of the worst third down defenses in the National Football League. Stop me when I'm wrong. Stop me when I'm wrong. I haven't been wrong yet, have I? I haven't been wrong yet. So that's the thing I'm talking about, family. No identity. Not a running team, not a passing team. No identity. It's called a rebuild. This roster is going to look significantly different next season and the following season. Matter of fact, 2 years, Saints will have significant cap room. And thus do I say maybe there will be no more Cam Jordan, Demario Davis, Alvin Kamara on this team. Listen, I'm with you. Listen, sometimes you got to go to the bottom. You got to go to the valley of the pits to build yourself back up, to fortify yourself, to strengthen yourself, to conquer your fears, to overcome your obstacles, to get to the pinnacle of whatever your profession or life journey is. That's why we're New Orleans Saints summer. And for all my real who that's out there, man, I know a lot of y'all need to get original. Some of y'all that talking about wear bags and shit. Man, don't do that, dumbass. Don't do that. I ain't hiding my face. I wear my black and gold every Sunday. They know. Can't hide from it. Not trying to hide. I'm wearing it proud. And I'm gonna wear it proud when we whooping ass again. When we running the NFC South again. So, Falcon Nation, Panther Nation, Buccaneer Nation, go ahead, get your laughs off, get your rocks off. And you should. While the big dogs are down. Because when we come back, make no mistake about it, we coming back. We taking a lot of names and we whooping a lot of ass. And it's just that simple. Yes, right. We go 1-16, but we can't go 1-16. They play 18. Well, they play 17. Yeah. The 1-16 Lions and the 2017 Browns, who are still looking. The Browns still looking for a franchise quarterback. Who was the Browns' last franchise quarterback before Baker Mayfield? They had him and they gave him away. Kid got him to the playoff, got him back to respectability. They kicked him to the curb, and now look at him. And the situation now, well, we know what that is. Man, but before we get out of here, man, we got to talk about let me turn this music down because we need to talk about the young man, Marshawn Kneeling, who the other day took this life. This young man, this baby, because he was somebody's baby, lost his mother. I don't know if that has something to do with what this young man was going through. But loved ones said, call for a welfare check. High-speed chase, he loses the cops, abandons the car. And this young man died all alone. He took his life. We look at these players each and every Sunday. We talk about these players each and every day as though they're not human beings, as though they don't have families. Many say because of the money that they're making, they should be able to take it, or whatever they're going through in their personal lives shouldn't matter because they got money. Money only brings other problems. What's the old saying? And it's true. Name me a dead rich man that took his money with him. And if he had it buried with him, how much you want to bet somebody done dug it up? I don't know what this young man was dealing with, but it got so bad. It got so bad. This young man didn't want to be here anymore. just scored his first professional touchdown. Monday. It's Friday. And he's gone. I'm going to say it again. This young man scored his first professional touchdown Monday. And now I'm sitting here talking about him taking his own life a few days later. We never know what one is going through. I heard somebody say this, and because see, sometimes it's bigger than football, it's bigger than sports. Even when a lot of times we talk to our kids as parents, there are times we may sense something is wrong, and we may ask, "Hey, are you okay?" And what's the word? "Oh yeah, I'm good." Hell, I do that at times. You do that at times when you're going through things. Those things are not good for you. Now, I don't know if a phone call from a loved one, a friend, a coach, a teammate, or acquaintance could have helped this young man where he would still be with us today. But I know we need to start realizing just how precious life is. And it could be gone in an instance. Today, coming home from work, I got a phone call from one of my best friends in this world, my brother. And he informed me that his cousin, who's like a cousin to me, though, over the years we hadn't, been, kicking it, but same high school, same neighborhood, families knew each other, in the band together, was found today unresponsive and has passed away. So I want to send my condolences out to the Shepherd family, to the Robinson family, to the Atkins family, to all the family members and loved ones. R.I.P. Kendall, rest in peace, my brother. And what's messed up, family? Tomorrow, that same family, they're burying one of their matriarchs tomorrow. And now this happens today. Life. We can't take this for granted. There are loved ones, family members that you just don't rock with. They don't rock with you for whatever reason. Though you might not rock with each other, you're still family. And I understand sometimes you got the best way to stay family, as the old saying goes, is the, love you from a distance. Well, that loving from a distance can be done, but it can be made a little better with a call. It ain't got to be long. Hey, look, appreciate you taking my call. I know we ain't been rocking and everything. Look, I just wanted to let you know I love you. I hope you and family okay. Take care. You can send a text. Hey, thinking of you. Or you can be that person that mends the fences. Because that sometimes we're just stubborn. We're prideful. Pride is before a fall. Man, this kid taking his life, the passing the day of a former schoolmate, bandmate, family member, like family. It makes you just put things into a perspective, family. So when we are enjoying these sporting events, and listen, I'm gonna get out of hand. I'm gonna say stuff I shouldn't say. We all gonna say stuff we shouldn't say. But in the end of it all, these gladiators go home to their loved ones, and we don't see the pain that they're in. We don't see how their bodies are beat up. Fingers dislocated, shoulders dislocated. You got players out here playing with torn ACLs and you don't even know it, but they're playing with them. Why? Because all we see is Sunday. We don't see what they go through during the week to prepare for Sunday. We don't know what they go through when they're at home. We don't know if going home is not a safe space for them. We don't know if them not being around the team is something that hurts them. We got to start talking to each other. If you got a significant other, talk to him or her. Because no one knows you better than your significant other. You know that saying, nobody pushes your buttons more than the person that knows you and loves you the most. So I'm saying this to say, I'm saying this to not just you, family, but to my actual family members. Yeah, all y'all family, me. Let's love one another, man. Let's help one another. That's what's wrong with this world. Everyone is me, instead of we. I don't care if you're black, white, Hispanic, Asian, German. I don't care which is. I don't care. We got one planet. We got one planet. We the human race. We all make up the human race. So today, this weekend, starting today, starting tomorrow, practice love. Love does not brag. Love is forgiveness, is forgiving. Because remember, we have done things too that others have, that we have needed others to forgive us for. Or we are still hoping and wishing that eventually they will. But what we can do is control us. Reach out to a friend. Reach out to somebody you haven't talked to a while. Reach out to a family member you haven't talked to in a while. And even if you're met with rudeness, unwelcomeness, what I need you to do is don't let pride take over. Be mindful that this could be the last time you talk to this person. Because see, what I hate is when a person is alive and you've had numerous opportunities to speak to this person and correct whatever is the matter between you two, to discuss it like adults, and you don't do it. But then someone passes away and you're at the funeral saying, I forgive you, I'm sorry. Because that is final. That is it. It is final. So, to all those that I have wronged in my lifetime, I sincerely and graciously and humbly apologize. And for anybody, any family members, friends, constituents that may need somebody to talk to, just someone to listen. Sometimes you don't have to, sometimes people just need an ear to listen. And not to form judgment, but just to listen. Sometimes people just need to get things off their chest. We got people walking around with extremely heavy burdens upon them, feeling like they're the lowest of the low for whatever circumstances, for whatever situations have occurred. To that end, once again, family, I say, love one another, love your neighbor, love a stranger. Just show love this weekend, and every day afterwards, keep growing and growing and growing. Become a better you. Reach out to those you haven't talked to in a while. Reach out to a coworker who you really don't speak to, who may be, as some may say, a little different, who may be a little standoffish, who may be always in a bad mood or always sad. We notice things. But a lot of times we're like, well, that's not my business, I ain't gonna pry. Sometimes, hello, how you doing? Good morning. Hope you have a good afternoon. Hope you have a good day. That's good enough. I'm gonna take some of your comments, family, then we gonna get on out of here. All right, let me go on up here. Let's see, I know I missed some. Let's see. Come here to collect checks. About the real, let's see. Here we go. Fit Division. T30. Then the Spunk. Slim, what's going on, baby? Slim 504 is in the building, my brother. Slim, what's going on? Yeah. Slim says mental health is a serious issue. Please check on your loved ones. Please do so. Man, also, man, I want to send my condolences also to my oldest daughter and her mother. That her mother and herself, they lost a father, as my daughter's grandfather passed away. So now she has no grandfathers left in this world. First, my dad passed away a few years ago, and now her mom's dad. Again, if it's a relative you've been, or a friend, or someone you say I haven't spoken to in a while, and they just being on your mind, Call them before it's too late. Call them before it's too late. All right. Let's see. Dirty said, I do it all the time. Jerry said, that's why I stay prayed up so I don't mess up. Mental health is nothing to play with. No, it's not. I stay sane by always being aware of the contents of my mind at all times. Let's see. Sports Report 247. How you doing? Come on in. Thank you for being here. Let me see. Yeah, like I said, man, y'all know how we do here, man. We gonna talk about our things. We gonna have our fun, but I'm just gonna be real with you, fam. I'm just gonna be real with you. Me, there are times when I get news like this, family. I'm not lying to you. I start thinking about my kids. I start thinking about my wife, my mom, my sisters, my nephews, my sister-in-laws, my brother-in-laws, my friends, you guys. I ain't ready to go. I ain't ready to go. I mean, I gotta make changes in my life. I got to. I got an 8-year-old, man. That little dude is my heart. I love all my kids more. But that little dude is special, man. That little dude has a soul out this world, man. He's just a loving kid. I want to be alive to see this young man graduate college, get married, have a family, have kids. I want to see his kids have kids. My grandkids have kids. I know some of y'all like that's a pipe dream. Why I got to be a pipe dream? The opposite of life is death. Every time, it's just something I've been thinking about with everything going on. But every time, and just think about it, it's as if God is preparing us for that time when we don't wake up, when we go to sleep. And here's what I mean by that when I say this. What I mean when I say that is when we go to sleep, think about this. When we go to sleep, your unconscious to the ongoings around you. What's happening out the front door, what's happening on the TV in the room with you, what has happened, however many hours you have been asleep. And that time that you were asleep, you just were asleep, oblivious to nothing. But then the Almighty allows you to wake up. You're blessed to wake up. But again, time has passed. Time that you cannot get back. Your loved ones, your kids, your significant other, they were going on with their lives. They were doing whatever they had to do to take care of themselves. You know, understand where I'm going with this? This is just me thinking, man. And I ain't, and listen, I had told a coworker this other day, I was like, and I ain't got to be high to be thinking like this, because, you know, we got them friends, you know, they you know, smoke a little weed or something, you know. We all got friends smoke weed, you know. You know, we love them, but they dumb as a box of rocks. But smoke a little weed, they become philosophers and stuff. Thinking. I be like, damn, you should always smoke. Cause when you don't, you dumb as hell. I love you, but I gotta keep it real. Nah, man, but that just something I was thinking about, family. Let's see. I'm not leaving till after hell this comic comes back. I'm leaving with it. I got you. I got you. No problem, man. Just being me, man. So that have you all ever thought about that? Am I the only one ever to think about it? When you go to sleep tonight, or in the morning, or whenever you take a nap, when you wake up, guess what? The world was still moving. And that's how it's going to be when you're not here. So while you're here, while we're here, let's do our best to make it a better place. Not just for us and our loved ones, but for our neighbors and for the strangers that we don't know, and for those who are in far lands away that we'll never meet. Let's leave it a better place than it was when we inherited it. I'm Dolph Jackson. This is the Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast. Yeah, we talked about, if you're tuning in now, you're like, man, I thought this was about the Saints. Man, we done talked about our Saints. We done talked about Tyler Shough. We done talked about the defense. We done talked about Penning and Shaheed getting traded. We done talked about Vele and Tipton and the whole offensive line having to step up. We done talked about Mickey Loomis and the front office failing this team. We done talked about how this year's draft class has promise. So we talk football. But we got onto this subject because Marshawn Kneeland of the Dallas, formerly of the Dallas Cowboys and formerly of this earth, this young man took his own life. Playing in the National Football League, second round selection, had money. But that was not enough to stop this child. Stop this young man from taking his life. They won't be here no more, I'm assuming. Man, just life, man. Just life. Living is great. It's hard as hell. Now, it's hard. But damn it, I want to be here every day to battle. Every day. What's up, Ro? Ro's in the building. Ro's sitting in the building. That's right, bro. Time doesn't wait for us, man. Overlooting my loved ones, true that they are. Got you. Yeah. Well, look, man. Look, family. Look at here. Y'all know I love you. Boy, dog, about to get out of here. Man, I want to send a shout out, man, to my 8U Forney Sportings football team. Tomorrow, baby, we go into battle second round as we try to advance to the conference championship tomorrow. Shout out to Coach Mario, Coach Cat, Coach Darrell, Coach Tyler, Coach Terrence. And shout out to my 8U Spartans. Let's get it, baby. It's time to get it tomorrow. It's time to shut up the naysayers. And Who That Nation, in 48 hours or less, Tyler Shough makes his first division start on the road as the New Orleans Saints are in Carolina taking on the Carolina Panthers, who are over 500 and who seem to be coming out of their rebuild. And remember, they showed flashes of this toward the end of the season last year. That's why I said I believe by the end of the season, this will be a better football team. And hopefully the arrow will be pointing up. And again, family, I put the link in the chat earlier, but for those who didn't get it, I need everybody right now before we get out of here. I need y'all to go hit that link, go over to playback.tv/Come On In Sports Network. Playback TV is your home for live sports. If you love NBA, if you love NFL Red Zone, you can watch it live. That's right. You don't even need NBA League Pass. All you have to do is join Playback TV/Come On In Sports Network. We got you covered all season in the NBA. In fact, right now, Real Fan Sports is covering the Golden State Warriors game right now. Non-fiction, our brother Nine is covering that game right now on the Come On In Sports Network's Real Fan Sports page. So hit that link, John. We will be live this Sunday. I will be live as the Panthers and the Saints do battle. And I'm thinking about even doing an NBA game Sunday too. So keep that notification bell. Again, hit that link. Come on over, join the family. And once again, we're thankful to be in a partnership with Playback TV. I'm looking forward to just great success in building that platform to be a major success, which it already is, in my opinion. It's a wonderful site. It's only getting better. They're making changes as we speak. It's just gonna be awesome, family. Then baseball season starts back. You love baseball. We got MLB. That's right, live baseball. Live baseball, family. All right, family. With that being said, I'm your boy, Dolph Jackson. This has been the Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast, brought to you by the Come On In Sports Network. And again, family, thank you all for being here. And remember, the doors are now open. So come on in. Take care, family. I see everybody Sunday. Saints, Panther. Does Tyler Shough get his first win as the starting quarterback of the New Orleans Saints? We'll find out together. Until then, family, take care. And remember, love, love, love. Show love this entire weekend and going forward. Have a good night, family. Keeping It Real Who That Sports Pod, legendary Coach Rock, Dog 17. Let's rock. Who that? Boss kick, black and gold. Let's go. First and goal from the one. Best believe we go punch. Punching in, get them punch. With them Saints, wow, just march. Down the field, down your throat. Keeping it real, who that sports. Breaking news, interviews, open lines just for you. Call in, join in.